It is indeed a pleasure to see you all, and thank you to the Chopra Foundation for giving me this opportunity where I can share my story and the works that we do for the disadvantaged children in my country, the Philippines. And I believe that all of us want to have a much better world for ourselves, for our children, and for the generations next to us. At this moment, we come together with one dream, one conviction, and one great expectation to have a better life, to make our life worthwhile, and create a just, sustainable, happier, and healthy world, as Deepak puts it, where love, peace, and hope prevail. But we are facing a lot of challenges. We are confronted with different crises left and right, hard-pressed on all sides. We may agree that this world seems chaotic. There's a lot to be upset about and a lot to complain about. And in my country, poverty remains a very serious problem. It's severe and widespread in most rural areas and in some urban places as well. More and more families from the countrysides move to urban areas like Manila, hoping for better living conditions. But real life soon catches up with them. They don't find any work, have no place to stay. The entire family must live in the streets, in cemeteries, dump sites, marketplace, and even under the bridge. To ensure their survival, children have to contribute to their family's income. From selling flowers, begging for money and food, they got involved in stealing, prostitution, selling drugs, gang violence, and killings. These become their occupation to live and survive. I know how it feels to live in poverty because I grew up poor. And as a child, I thought growing up in a slum near a dump site where I live was as normal a life as an ordinary kid can have, until I mingle with people from different social classes. So I was looked down upon and discriminated against because of my appearance and my social status. Gang members often bullied me verbally and at times physically. And I almost quit school because I was afraid and terrified of them. I thought of joining a gang instead to strike back at the bullies and get even. But I met a man who became my friend, a sage, a mentor, teacher, and somewhat like a father, who guided me and helped me change my perspective on a lot of things. And he told me that if I track back with revenge against those who harm me and threaten me, it's just worsened my situation. He then showed me how my dreams and hopes can take the shape of reality. And I learned the power of one, that one is never too poor to think of ways to help others. Yes, we may be poor, but we are not incompetent. We lack resources, but we are not hopeless. I was taught to use whatever gifts I have received and the skills that I have acquired to serve others, to serve well, and to share the joy of serving. Then I was 13 when we started and formed a group called Dynamic Teen Company. It's an alternative club for students on campus and in communities as a way to stop bullies and school gangsters from victimizing and terrorizing more students. Reach out to kids in the streets and in slums, those who are at risk of becoming one of them. And a lot of them, aside from poverty, lack of resources, inadequate facilities and school supplies, many disadvantaged Filipino children are encouraged to join gangs and drop out from school. They have lost love for learning. And we believe that education is a powerful tool to guide them, to guide our future to a better path, to make one person productive, beneficial to one society, and have a purpose in life. So this is when we thought of bringing the school to them through a pushcart. And this is how it works. Can you play the video, please? I used to play in this place when I was a kid. These children will have their own family at 14 years old. They have their own babies. Some of them will be involved in gangs, violence, and drugs. Some of them might be dead right now.
Well, Efren was born poor, and he believed that the only thing that can get him out of there is to be educated.
I don't have resources, I don't have money, but what I only have is the education that I've learned in this place. Really sadden us when we see children who can't go to school because of poverty. So instead of them going to the school, we bring the school here, so through the Pushcart. Right now we have 4 carts. We have a play center, literacy classes station, a clinic, and also a computer lab. What we're doing here is to at least help them realize the value of education and that learning is fun.
Pangarap ko rin po magkaroon po ng trabaho para po matulungan ko po pamilya.
Yung mga bagay na mali, natututunan ko po tulad ng pagnanakaw, pagra-rugby. Nakikita ko po kasi sarili ko dati sa mga bata po na pag-alagala lang. Hindi ganun kaganda yung buhay. Kapag dating po yung karitong classroom, tapos nakikita ko pa yung mga bata nagtatapuan. Natutuwa po ako kasi madadagdagan po yung mga batang matuturuan po ni Kesz.
Our dream with Dynamic Teen Company is to have a big space for play center, a big space for library, reading, and rooms for literacy classes. They are the heroes here. I want to give all the credits is for them. So as long as there are children who are deprived, who are less fortunate, Cariton will still pushing. So that's what we do back in the Philippines. And the work is so huge in saving the lives of many children. And I've learned to ask help from other people to help me. And I've realized that one is never too strong to do things on his own. And of course, we are not superhumans and superheroes. That is everything that we can never be. We may not have superpowers, but on what I've witnessed throughout the whole symposium, you are examples of people who have so brilliant minds, superb minds, hearts and souls who can reach the unreached, love the unloved, rebuild the ruins, and save the day. And on November 8, 2013, last year, Super Typhoon Haiyan left the central part of our country devastated. Public-private structures are collapsed, houses are washed out, and dead people are all over the place. Many of the survivors have lost everything and everyone, and they have no place for shelter. Clean food and water are scarce. Electricity were all down. According to Wikipedia, Typhoon Haiyan, known in the Philippines as Typhoon Yolanda, was one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded. And it is our deadliest typhoon on record, killing at least 6,300 of our people. And Haiyan is also the strongest storm recorded at landfall, and unofficially the strongest typhoon ever recorded in terms of wind speed. And it's a very depressing moment to all of us. Even our government has struggled in providing immediate aid to affected areas. But we've seen how many people across the globe and country from different groups and organizations responded to help our country and gave urgent relief to our people. And we appreciate that very much. And upon seeing the devastation, one of our concerns is the children and their education. So their school, if not destroyed, are being used as evacuation centers and temporary shelters. Immediately after the typhoon, we organized our team to go to the hardest hit areas and help in providing alternative learning facilities for the children survivors, distribute relief goods, and to send them love. And I want to show you this clip. Can you play the clip, please? This is just a portion of the devastation after the typhoon. So all the school, the buildings are down. Some living in tents. And when we got there, what we did was we collected ruins and rubbles together with survivors, youth survivors. We put them together, created this pushcart classroom for the children to continue their education. And together with these young people who survived the typhoon, we were able to roll out in different areas, bringing the school to the children. So what we did, we taught them regularly, we fed them, We let them play with some of the toys that we have. We treated their wounds. We even sang and danced with them. Other groups like kids in our city help us collect more goods to give to the victims and bring love. Now, these young bikers help us to distribute these goods to areas which are hard to reach and seldom receive aids. So with just simple toys, it brings a wonderful joy for these children. And I was even grateful when two of the past CNN heroes went there and supported us. They were 2011 CNN hero Robin Lim. She helped pregnant women. And my co-honor is in 2009 CNN hero Doc Henley. He helped provide clean drinking water to many families. And also I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Chopra Foundation for their support in our continued efforts to help more children and families in affected areas. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
And I just want to say that it is truly inspiring how the passion of this younger generation has in creating a better world. This has brought me to believe on the power of the young people have to help and change the world that we live in, that one is never too young to give back to society. And I have another video, and I want to share this with you.
My name is Kesz. I am 13 years old. I live in Cavite City, the Philippines. And this is my story. Sabi ko po, ako po ay naninirahan sa kadiliman dahil po pati po yung pagkasunog ko po nun po. Tapos po yung mga masakit po, pati yung mga pambubugbog po, yung...
Kesz is only 4 years old when he has no other choice than to run away from his abusive home. Like many other street children, he tries to survive at the dump site. The conditions are horrible. Day and night he is exposed to danger. Kesz falls in a pile of burning tires at the dump site and is severely wounded. Reaching out for help, there is only one man who cares, Mr. Haiyan. He takes care of Kesz and becomes his guardian. At the age of 7, celebrating his birthday for the very first time, he does something special. Instead of asking for gifts himself, Kesz decides to give gifts to the children still living on the street, and thus started his gifts of hope.
Wala po akong perang ibigay. Meron po akong pagmamahal na pwede ko po ibahagi po sa ibang tao.
Dozens of volunteers have joined his organization championing community children. Kesz does a lot more for street children. He educates them about personal hygiene, explains them their rights, and takes care of their wounds. But above all, he gives them hope. He has already helped over 10,000 street children. To thousands of children, Kesz is a great inspiration. He is an inexhaustible source of hope. He is their hero. That is why he is the rightful winner of the International Children's Peace Prize 2012.
These young people show the incredible resilience in the human spirit. And I congratulate this year's winner.
That's Kesz. Kesz has turned his history to a mission, from depression to a deep compassion to help. His weakness has become his strength, and I witnessed how the life of this young man has transformed and how his life transforms other lives. And he made me realize that everyone can make a difference, young and old, through their own and simple ways. And Kesz is just one of the kids that we reach out and train in our classes. And he showed us that one is never too ordinary to be a hero. The last time I attended the CNN Heroes tribute show was a humbling experience, and I was with ordinary people from across the globe making extraordinary things in this world. I have learned there that people are in search for heroes, people who will bring hope to the hopeless and inspiration to the oppressed. So I thank the Lord for that I found a hero in my mentor, who is always there to help me keep my feet on the ground and help me made it to where I am now. His mentoring program has helped me achieve my potential and discover my strengths. He is my lifesaver. And I would like to give honor to this person by sharing another video. I hope he's still awake watching us via live stream back in the Philippines right now. So I hope he can watch this.
Ako ay si Efren, Penaflorida, at sila si Kesz at si KB. Ako naniniwala ako na lahat ng tao pwedeng maging salbabida kasi merong tao kasing sumalba sa akin. Yung taong tumulong sa akin si KB.
Dahil sa Cavite City, maraming mga bata na nasasaglak sa yan. Marami silang nabibiktima at kinakatandaan nila. So naging position ko na tulungan yung mga bata nakaroon ng problema sa pag-aaral. Doon ko nakilala si Efren at nakita ko malaki yung kanyang binubulong problema dahil ayaw niya na mag-aaral.
Kasi dati nabubuli ako sa school. Ang pumasok lang sa isip ko noon, gumanti. Siya yung tutulong sa akin na makipag-resbakan, akala ko noon makikipag-bugbugan kami sa pakan, pero sabi niya ibang paraan yung gagawin niya. Tinuruan ako ni KB kung paano maging salbabida rin sa iba. Marami na tumatawag sa akin, Kuya F, isa na nga doon si Kesz.
Nakatira po ako sa isang dam site po sa Cavite City po. Bali, ang ginagawa ko po ay nangalahit po ako ng basura po and namamalimos din po ako ng pera sa palengke po.
Actually, hindi lang ako nakatagpo. Kasama ko nun si KB, kaming dalawa. Nakita namin si Kesz natutulog sa harapan ng convenience store. Nagkaroon ng compassion si KB. Natulungan si Kesz kasi sinisipa-sipa siya ng mga dumadaan. Tapos puro sugat pa yung ulo niya. Tapos wala siyang damit. Ilan taon ka nun, Kesz? 4 years old, no? Mga ganun, 4 years old. Si KB yung nagbigay ng nag-abot ng unang tulong sa kanya. Actually, nag-volunteer siya sa amin when he was 6 years old. Bata pa siya noon.
Sabi niya, magaling naman po ako mag-wash ng hands at mag-brush
ng teeth.
Kasi sabi ko, F ba? Natin po nitong
hygiene demonstrator. Siya yung nagde-demonstrate.
Highly effective.
Brushing of teeth.
Nakaka-relate yung mga children kasi kilala nila si Kesz as one of them.
Nung una kami nagtulak ng kariton, talagang maraming mga negative reactions yung na-receive natin. Talagang minumura kami sa kalye, tapos pinagtatawanan kami, binabato kami. So hindi maganda yung pagtanggap sa amin. Yung mga tambay, binabato kami at minumura kami. So nahihiya na tuloy yung mga volunteers namin kami na magtulak ng kariton kasi pinagtatawanan kami. Yung eksaktong sinabi nyo sa amin, yung isang bagay na ginagawa nyo, mali ba yan?
Dapat kinakahiya ang isang bagay na
tama kayo. Sakit itong yung CNN hero, turnaround talaga yung reaction. Maraming nasiyahan, maraming nag-approve, pati mga tambay, nag-iba na yung perspective nila, picture na sila. Hindi nyo kung ano yung ginagawa mong mabuti. Doon kami mas lalo na-inspire doon sa mga advices sa amin ni Kate.
Magtulong di naman costly, lalo na kung simpleng pag-angat lang ang kailangan ng mga tao. Yung mga bagay na pwede kami tulong sa kanila na hindi ka naman kailangan gumasos ng malaki. If there's a need, you have to do something. So whenever you see that, hilos lang.
That's my mentor. I I hope you was able to watch this. And I hope you were inspired with our lifesaver story. And I believe that our planet is filled with heroes, young and old, rich and poor, men, women of different colors, shapes, and sizes. We can be heroes to the next person in need, a lifesaver. So let's all remember that one is never too poor to think of ways to help others. One is never too strong to do things on his own. And one is never too young to give back to society. And one is never too ordinary to be a hero. And that one is you. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Efren, you mind joining us for a minute? And a little inside scoop, you know, Efren was our CNN hero in 2009, and I can admit this now, but at the time he was one of our favorites, and you probably see why. He was so young, still is, but at that time, young and dynamic and handsome, and he sparkled, and there was just something about him. And, you know, we all have to try and remain unbiased as we select all these amazing people for CNN heroes, but there was something very special about Efren, and we were thrilled when he was chosen, obviously, as our hero. But I'm curious to ask you, because you know, at that time, and you still are, you were very young. When you go back and you're working with these kids that were the same age that you were when you were in this position, yes, you're doing so much to help them, but when they look at you and they see where you are now and what has happened with your life, what do you say to them? You're not just providing lessons on hygiene and special gifts of food and toys and education, right? But they're also looking to see what comes out of your mouth. When they ask you, can I be you? What do you tell them? Oh, we need a mic. I am so sorry. Sorry.
Yes, I always tell them that there's hope. Do not lose hope and do not give up on your life. And that we are here to help them to be the person they have the potential to become. So, and they love learning with us and reading with us. So some of the kids like Kesz is really an adorable boy, and it's an inspiration to all of us, how he was able to get on his feet, and now he's helping a lot of thousands of children, not just here not just in the Philippines, but even outside the country.
And are more kids coming forward saying, I want to be a mentor?
Yes, yes, and through that mentoring program of KB, our mentor, we're able to reach out to more children who were once poor and now are professionals and now giving back to society.
You're a beautiful person, Efren. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.